sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store. Between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Set. 19. You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, Taylor. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Tens of Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Watson off play action. Looking long for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 51 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing on first down is Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Watson steps away. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Into into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
There you go.
Murray again, second and 10. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. Odell Beckham, 34 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Get ready. The
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 40.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson on the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. To throw is Watson. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Faking the give. Now Watson out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon. And guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Sanders. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Going to throw right side here, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Coverage there by Von Bell. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. On play action, it's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley, 39 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, going deep here for Taylor, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Rolling to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He gets it to Brown, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the turnover, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on 1st down, Murray got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Barkley. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson buying time to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 10.
Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their Third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Taylor now returning it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
He's checking. He's checking.
First down, Murray. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Odell Beckham saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's going to take off with it. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
He'll find Taylor, that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Panthers.
Off the play fake. Watson steps away. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Watson to throw again. Forced out to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Mike 7, Mike 7. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 7, Mike 7. Blue game.
They are going for it. Here's Watson looking long for 10. And that's caught inside the 35. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 22. Yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Now the Panthers once again will line up to go for 2. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. That's the correct call.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A quick throw here out to Brown. And running with power here. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions.
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check. Crunch. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, 54.
Watson off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
To throw, it's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback. 38 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Murray going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
From the end zone, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Murray, he bootlegs it, rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Whoa.
On 1st and 10, Watson being chased out left. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A 1st down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, open man is Higgins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready? Henry, check 53. Here I come.
Oh, look at the juke. He can run for it, and he will. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Fire, beware. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking him.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 20, 10, 5. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 24.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Panthers gain a bit of respectability. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the Lions again lining up for the two-point try. From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Watson now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check 99.
Back to throw it. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Murray now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
my